striking it well. It's a little left. So what I want you to kind of work on a little bit. What are you comparing?
Just how I look at it, I guess the pitching wedge is just a little smaller face than the 56, and they're both fucking Vokey SM10s. I don't know why I look at this one so much different than this one. This one's just so huge for the
Mm-hmm.
fucking face. This one should actually even be easier to hit that it's smaller.
Yeah. So go top of your swing and pause real quick. Good. Now from here, start your down lower body. I want to feel that more, right? Not the so I want you to kind of feel like the shoulders hang back a little bit. So there you go. Versus, okay,
Mm-hmm.
lower body, yes. Even smaller, just less motion. Boom, that's it. One more time. Yep. Feel that hip, just kind of get everything over there. Versus, right?
Opening, yeah,
That's kind of what you do. You let the kind of shoulders hang back as the hips start. There you go, right?
yeah.
So it's kind of that motion more. When you get that starting your transition, that's when everything's gonna fall more in slot. Okay, because if
Mm-hmm.
you watch from the top of your
Drop
swing,
instead of open the door.
100%. So if you watch here, watch the right side monitor. See how everything opens at once,
Yeah.
right? And you watch that. Now you watch the left side screen. Now you can see how everything's opening to the left and the arms are out there more. Versus if we let the arms just kind of go down here, versus everything opening and pulling at once. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Almost. A little more time at the top.
Kind of rushed it.
Little rushed it. Like I want you to feel like the left shoulder stays behind the golf ball as the hips start. Right?
Uh-huh.
Better though. Watch the top. You got there. Can everything kind of rush? Let it set. Better downswing though. You didn't throw that one. Right?
Right.
Good. Shoulder turn. Let it stay up there. That was better. Good motion. 4 degrees of path. There we go.
Yeah.
Much
More of
better.
just one, two.
Exactly.
One, two.
Yeah, exactly. You can't rush the transition. Great
Yeah,
strike,
fast
by the
follow.
way. Very good swing. Look, 109 yards of carry. You did jack shit, right?
Right.
But you got up there. You stayed there,
Yeah.
and you're getting in the
One,
slot now, right?
two.
You're not rushing it from up here. Little long of a swing, whatever. Like you got past. Like this is all you need because right here, you
Yeah.
can see your shoulders are at 90 degrees. Whatever. I don't care for right now. But you can see from here, even going all the way back, you got everything that dropped more in the slot. Your shaft's parallel to your swing plane here. Club head's over that right hip more, and you're getting more out on it.
Right. My hand finished way closer to
That's
my
it.
belt.
That yes, this is
To my fucking
your
waistline
your
and fucking
transition here
beyond
is
the TV.
right. So even your transition here is way better than even this last little shot here, right? You can see that was good, but then we'll go back one more. Let's go to even -1. You can see here. See how it's going out
Right.
there?
I
Yep.
already had tilted and
Yep.
gone out.
Correct. Versus here, everything at the top, you just dropped right back in the slot.
Yeah, I kept him back.
Good.
So I just need to let him fall a little bit more.
Yep. Feel that same tempo. 1, 2. Again, I always what worked best for me at the top of my swing. I just felt like my lead shoulder was behind it, and then I started it, and then everything went with it. So my lead shoulder kind of stayed behind the golf ball longer to help get the lower body starting. Very good swing. Good. 3.6.
Yeah, and that didn't feel bad. I felt like, okay, I might have slightly crowded the ball.
Okay.
It was actually easier to fucking smooth
Yeah.
than being just a
It's
tick
way
better.
better. I'll take that all
Yeah.
day. Good. Yep.
Felt
Yes.
a little
Yes.
bit.
Yes.
Just
All of that is
oh,
so much better, Josh. There you
crowding.
go. That's that feel. You need to take that feel across the board for your transition from driver to fucking
Everything.
everything,
'Cause
right?
that's what I noticed yesterday too. The biggest thing was,
Mhm.
okay, getting a little closer to the ball on the driver, standing just straight up, giving a little tilt,
Yeah.
setting down. It was like, God damn, my driver's so small.
Yeah.
Okay, just go here.
But you almost see
Stay
less of a
tight.
swing, right? And it
And
goes just yeah.
The ball still's going 245, 250.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, what I was telling myself was, obviously Meadowlark's a baby course, right? I am so much more comfortable hitting my 7-iron and 6-iron. Fuck the yes, the 9 is scoring and
Yeah,
down, right?
yeah.
But I can put. I don't have to have 80-yard dispersion on my 6, 7 fucking.
Mhm.
No, like my dispersion on 6 and 7. Oh, if I
Right.
miss it, oh, I accidentally chunked it or something. But it still ran out
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah. Because you're getting your face of path tighter, right? You're pointing the club where the club's trapped.
So to be 160 out from only a 250 drive, fucking bro, that's scoring.
I'm telling you, yeah. It's if you got to be
Don't
dialed
have to
from
be
150,
in the rough
160 a
and
day.
wedging, and then you what? You're in the rough with the wedge. So now you're kind of, damn, do I take the 56 or do I have to play a pitching wedge because I'm in 6 inches of fucking grass? But I'm only 90 yards away.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not dialed on that grass and the wedges, like
Right?
flyer lies and
chumps
sitting up, especially
going
right now
straight
because
underneath
they can't get the
ball.
lawnmowers to the grass to cut it.
Right. Oh, right now over at Meadowlark?
Yeah.
Fucking Reggie lost like 6 balls yesterday. Like, they were gone. We couldn't even
Good,
find
just
them. I
gone.
was like, dude, he's like, how are you hitting all these fairways? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just swinging so fucking easy and trying to find it in the puddles.
That's it.
Casual water.
That's it, right? Try to find it in the puddles. Better. Even that'll take all day. Again, there's not this massive throw anymore, right? You're definitely way better. A little bit on top, but I mean it's so much better than what it was. Let's do one more, go to a longer club. Oh, good motion. Good motion at the back. You just kind of shut the hands with it. Little long of a backswing. It's a hair long. I feel like you're doing 3/4 swings for right now. Way better. We can take that. Good. Way better set though. So much better. Let's do one more. Better motion. That was clean. Slight pull on it. Slight pull.
A little bit.
Yeah, but even if it's again, I don't mind that. It's not like you're throwing it over the top. You're just playing a little power fade there, right? Which is fine. Because when you get to the top of your swing, I'm not seeing this excess motion, right? So we get to here, it's setting. You're not throwing it over the top. It's in a neutralized plane for the most part, dude. I'm not upset at that. Grab a 9 or a 7 or whatever. Because I wanted to get to the driver a little bit today too. Unless you're pumped with the driver or whatever, but I kind of want to see it on camera. Is that 7?
Yeah.
Thank you. There. I had Dane in here yesterday. Ooh, speaking of which, I gotta check the email, see if Danny signed up. Slight pull left. 1 degree's not bad. That one had a little bit over on it, right? Let the shoulders hang up here. So so right here, at this point, swing, I want you to like your left hip right here starts to swing and your shoulders stay back more. Versus if you watch both your, I'm gonna do it this way. You watch right here, right? It's all moving as one piece, right?
Right.
I want the shoulders to hang up there longer. Feel like your back stays to the screen longer at the top. Try it again.
And that fucking in the heel. Never works out.
Go all the way up to the top for me. Go all the top and pause. Good. Then downswing. Back to the top. One more time. And hips. Relax the arms more. There you go. Right. Boom. And hips. Right. See how it's not kind of, they're not just opening so fast. The shoulders, I mean. Very good.
But yeah, I noticed when we just did that, really keeping what we talked about 2 weeks ago. When I get up here, this fucking butt of the club is coming.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's one of the biggest things. You got to feel like you're driving the butt of the handle to the inside of the ball and out to where you want the path to go, right?
Hence where we had the
100%.
fucking stick over here.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. Which goes back to skipping a rock.
Right. Skipping
That
a rock.
elbow is
Exactly.
in.
Getting, and that's a great thing to say, is being able to get the butt of the club to point in the direction you want the ball to start.
Right.
Going into the ball, that's a big thing a lot of people don't think about.
Versus
You know.
I'd always do this.
Right. Yeah.
The
So
fucking butt was going
exactly.
way across my body.
Oh, yeah, you think about this. A month ago, you were consistently -7 degrees.
Oh,
Easily.
that'd be very nice.
Yeah. Right.
-7 would be a fucking compliment.
Better. I would put that in your repertoire of notes you have, right? At
Yeah.
this point, feel the butt of the club's pointing more where you want. So again, right now that butt's kind of pointing more. It's there, right?
But it could be.
It could be a hair more, right?
But yeah, even from first swing to second swing, from 130 to 160,
Right.
just by getting that button.
Well, you're in the slot, right?
Only thing I'm thinking about is butt.
That's good.
And slow.
Yeah.
Slow.
So I would say, yeah, butt of the club more into the inside of the ball,
Yep.
right? Try to feel that more. Get to the point where you can just exaggerate it to like 7+, you know? A little steep.
Yeah, that one. I think rushed. It wasn't a 1-2.
Right.
1-2.
1-2. 1-2 versus 1-1000, 2-1000.
Got it.
Right? To me, it feels like a 1/1002, right? So I'll go 1/1002, and then two 1,000s actually up here, right? So 1/1000, two 1,000. That's how I feel my tempo is best, right? It's like it's yeah, in real time it's probably not 2 seconds, but
Oh, you gotta fucking.
it's my little glitch that I use to find it. So what I would do is practice one or two shots like this, go and set up to the ball, right? To the ball, you're gonna hit it.
Oh.
Yeah. So go all the way up. Good. And downswing butt into the ball, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to. I'm gonna practice that motion, the butt of the club into the side or the inside of the ball, right? And then just boom.
And then just let.
Yeah. Then just okay. Can I do that? Right. That's what you're trying to feel. Is can I get that feeling? Very close. Not bad. I mean, 157. Still hair left through the ball.
Yeah.
But I think the downside of the swing, because you can still, again, you can still get the club somewhat in plane, right? Little steep hair. You can see, like, if that shaft line, it's a great power fade, right?
Yeah.
But we're just, as it comes through the ball, you'll just see, okay, I'm still just yanking left with that left elbow here, right? So this left elbow at this frame should, if we're trying to just work on a plus path, this left elbow should be out over here longer versus the body opening. So for me, I kind of feel like even though we're working here, you'll need the body to kind of stop in this position to throw out versus opening so quickly to the left, right? So I might feel that, okay, as I'm here, lead shoulder, like I would think I'd kind of feel my trailing shoulder dumps more down, and then I swing this way. And then once I get to here, then I open my body left, right? So I'm resisting everything opening so quickly by feeling more up and down in the shoulders. And I feel blocking it out up there with my lead hip and left side. And then from here, I throw everything left. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The body's kind of got to change the way it turns a little bit. That's it, right? Like the body's throwing out to the right, and then after you get the follow through, it turns through. Ooh. There you go, right? So now you're getting into that motion more.
And the body and hands were dead nuts on. So
right.
Just a tickle bit, so that'd be like a baby drill.
Yeah. I mean, no, look, this is good. See, again, clubs in the swing plane slot, right?
Yeah.
You swung out. Again, we're giving you control over your swing. Look at your elbows now. Way fucking different, right?
Yeah.
Compared to, okay, not that I don't want you to learn how to get, we got to learn how to do both, right? You can see I don't like this backswing as much, this downswing, excuse me. I would prefer to see this downswing or this downswing right here, right? If you're going to play a power, so because see how it's more in the slot?
Yeah.
And then from this instance, once you kind of get there, I'd rather see that follow through for the fade. You see what I'm saying? Like still getting in the slot, and then once you get to the ball, just pull left and open more if you want to do that. Versus being the transition, having that little bit of extra over the top look.
Right.
That's what, like, if we can delete that out of your swing permanently, you'll learn how to play a much more controlled fade and draw. Great swing. Good swing. That was a neutralized swing. Everything about that looked really good. Yeah. Swing looks better. The top doesn't look so exaggerated. It used to go further than that, right? I don't care if you get to there. Okay, that's just something you'll have to work on aesthetically if you don't like, but your turning is good. Your swing's solid, man. Now it's just a matter of owning it,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Because you didn't do that with a 7-iron at all a month ago. Like the swing plane would never be that straight. Looks really good.
That got in the heels.
You kind of felt it a little bit at the top. Okay, not bad.
It felt way more heeled than that.
I mean, again,
Like it felt to me like
I felt it got away from you here, right? See, so yeah, you did get a little like steep on it, right? But it's not like it was because you're used to feeling okay, dropping in the slot more from that point, right?
Right.
You're now starting to feel okay, that little bit of throwing over, everything's opening too quickly feel, right? You're still figuring out how to drop it in plane though, right? And your arm, and the bigger thing is follow through is you're not pulling so far left, right? That's why you're not getting such a major, because again, you can still go over the top and pull left hard, and you can still drop in the slot and pull left hard, right? It'll play a fade versus a draw, but what you're starting to feel is that tiny bit of motion versus that shoulders hanging back, right? That's the bigger issues. You're killing it. So good. Good swing. Good. I'll take 0 path right now.
Yeah, not bad.
So take a look. If you look at your downswing, the butt of the club's more down the line versus into the ball, where we're trying to feel like more at this point. That club's probably back here more. So your butt of the club, again, feeling more inside that golf ball. So I do a couple rehearsals, right?
Yeah.
And you start seeing the practice go from like, okay, it's getting too close to 0 for what I'm trying to train. Like you're trying to go up and then feel down, right? Up and then down, right? Get that feeling. That heel into the inside of the golf ball. So you butt of the club to the inside of the golf ball. Good, and button the inside. There it is. That's massively plus to the side. Someone's on the roof. A little wobbly. That one seemed like he was swayed a lot more on that one. That was the most wobbly swing I've seen today. So what feels different? Tighter, quicker?
maybe I should stand, just maybe be a half inch a little bit wider, like the 5-iron is a little longer. And I felt
Oh,
like
you're
maybe,
hitting 5 right now?
yeah, maybe needed to just be.
Yeah, you do. So
A
if you're
cut
wide,
hair.
so for a 5-iron, you're gonna need a little bit wider. You gotta drop that trailing shoulder, right? You gotta be a little more side bend and pelvis tilt.
Yeah, it's all right, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it
I
looks
got a
good. It
longer
looks, yeah,
toe.
like, typically, but if your feet are close together, you're gonna be more upright,
Yeah.
right? So a little wider stance allows a little more upper body side bend. Yeah, feel like you're just barely gonna hit the ground. Learn how to pick that one clean, because that's gonna be you can't. Yeah, you got to be shallow with that one. Like 4 is good, but if you get more than that, it's gonna be cray cray. There you go. Good swing. Very good swing.
Just a little steep though, huh?
No, I mean you're not too steep. You need to get your low point a little more. You get a little more weight ahead of the ball through the ball quicker, right? 2 to 4 degrees is pretty common for a 5-iron, but your low points at 2.5 A, I think 3.5 A would be better, right? That'll get a little bit more compression on it.
Right, that's how it was.
Yeah, was a hair and
Yeah, I swept it, but I fucking swept it at the middle of the ball.
yeah, yeah. Your low point was better, but it wasn't. Your attack angle was better than it was, but it needs to be weight needs to be ahead of the ball longer. So I tee it up. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot position to have.
That's fucking got it.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah, right in the center.
Right in the center. 177 though. It's good up there. So see, look, your weight went ahead an inch, and you picked up 11 yards of carry, right? Attack angle's at 4, what we're looking for. It's pretty solid there. But the low point went ahead, right? Even with -2 or 3, whatever, who cares? It's a great power fade, right? But you getting your weight ahead of the ball that little bit is allowing you to compress it better, and you just picked up that 177, right? So, I'm always looking for me 3.5 to 4.5 A with most of my irons. My wood's kind of, I have to get into those, but I think like wood's more like plus or minus 1 to 2, I think it is. Not +2, that won't work for a wood. So it'd be 0 to plus or minus 2, I think, or 1.
So it's even all right to play it a little further up in my stance.
Yeah, so like for me, like I feel like everyone talks about toes and heels with ball position.
Yeah.
With my iron, I feel like my plums. Where's my left one at? Where's my right one at? Right? And maybe I get to heel if I'm doing like a punch shot, but I rarely have my 5-iron off my inside left heel. Right? I have my 5-iron probably just slightly forward of center because it's slightly longer. But it doesn't move too much for me. Like I really don't have like a high, I don't change my ball position too much. It's easier. It's in the same spot. A little inside of the backswing. Try it again. Yeah, so I think when you get to those ones, those bigger ones, it's just an overswing thing, right?
Right. Don't have to swing.
Yeah.
Don't have to swing hard to make it go far.
Well, so take a look at this. You're just kind of, I would say if you stopped right here,
Be fine.
you'd be fine. I don't even mind the heel coming up, but that's one reason why you missed it. You came back here and you shifted your weight back here too much, so you had to fight it back in. Better path.
better path.
Right. That's what you're working on. I would say, honestly, go ahead and set up. If you're working on a little more pathier swing, give me a wider stance on this next one.
Okay.
But I would feel the club down here more,
Okay.
right?
All right.
I would feel the hands low, or with that one. There you go. That should help you shallow it out more. Almost. Right, so see the hands just hang lower. It's going to allow more room for the arms to travel. Great takeaway. Wasn't too inside there, right? And then just a little less at the top. So go to the top of your swing and pause. Okay, all the way to the top. Good. Start your downswing. Back to the top. Start your downswing. Right? You can feel back here more. Right? You already do it on the backswing. Just got to get that downswing. Much better motion there. Very close. Very close. So you gotta get to here, just let it set. And then fall. See, there wasn't so much of a over the top motion there, right? It was more just kind of the club going straight up from there. Like, that's a power fade. That's fine. Right? It could be a hair back more in plane, right? But way better. Right? Because I would say you're pretty close to plane right here. You just hit it and yank it left a little bit. See how the club's kind of going left?
Yeah.
Left. You can see that left biceps starting to pull again.
Yeah.
Good. Ooh, that was really close. Come on, that was close. Yes, good. You positive path, and I don't care if you missed it.
Right.
I don't care. Like you.
It felt good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking.
Yeah, you missed it. Whatever. You made the biomechanic. Watch the top. See, it's better. I don't like that 100%, but it's better because everything's in the slot, right? That's in the slot better. You just a lot of it. I think if you just get to here and stop,
Yeah.
versus that little bit's gonna kill you. You can even get right to here and be fine all day long. I don't care about that, right? That's the part that's really gonna kill you. You still got it in slot though, so kudos there. That's the harder part. Good. Ooh, ooh, I like that. Little left, but the top of the swing was nice. Top of the swing was real nice, right? It was very controlled. You did it. Yeah, that's perfect.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yes.
As far as
100%. That's what I want you to live for right now. That's what Goose tried for you. That's fine. I'm all about that, right?
And I just left my hands out a little far.
That's okay. I mean, like I said, the top of the swing looked way more control. Let it just rest up there longer. That was good. That was really good.
Okay, so this time I tried to go with 3 instead of 1, 2.
1, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
3, go.
Yep. Yep. There you go.
So I'm trying to get a pause.
Yep. Way good. Yes.
2.
Yes.
3.
It's so much better. Good. See how you're not just throwing it, it's hanging up there longer? That's
Right.
better.
1, 2, I guess I'm still trying to rush.
100%.
So
One
I
with
got
that.
to fire on 3.
Yeah, like I
2
said,
is
it's
pause.
got more time up here, right? So you got to go 1,000. So you're probably 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
1,000, 2, 1,000. You got to create more time up there. I mean, that's the hard part for a lot of people is getting it up there and like it's set like you're throwing a baseball, you know?
That's fucking
That was
good.
it. That was it.
Yeah.
Roasted that thing 180 carry, right? So it's a power fade, and that's fine. Who cares? Actually, that's pretty damn straight. -1. I mean, that's got to be a nut straight. You roasted that one. So you get to the top. Watch how the club just is going to set longer. It sets and doesn't come down so quickly. Like that's the biggest thing is being able to get the club to set here and then start the downswing. Very
Right.
good.
1, 2, 3.
Roasted that one.
Oh yeah, straight as an arrow. Baby face.
Right.
Baby
I mean,
face.
not even. It was straight as an arrow. Zero if you face the path. It was a bullet. Just a dead straight shot right there.
You know that fucker rolled up 200.
Yeah, for sure. It's 180 carry. Better. Not bad. 173. Little left. A little higher the club face. A billion times better. Boom. Hair more time at the top, right?
Yeah.
I want you to have like a 0.25 seconds up there longer in slow mo. Very good. You're definitely hitting it clean now.
Right, that was right in the center of the face.
Let me see that. Watch how long my club stays at the top. Oh, that was fat. One more. My thing's gonna do it either way. Oh, it did it.
Yeah, I got it.
Right. So
But yeah, it was up there.
watch when you watch it on slow motion. Watch the shaft. See how it's just hanging back, right? Now, yeah. Now, so look at this angle here, right?
Yeah.
That's me. That's the lag angle, right? Chunked
Yeah.
it, hit it like shit, but whatever. You know.
But it's way behind.
Yeah. Now that club is where that club's by my butt
a lot
cheek.
of fucking energy.
Right. Exactly.
Where it's supposed to
And
be
so
at.
like my energy doesn't come from here, doesn't come from here. I'm like widen away, widen away, widen away. Now from here, I create more of that lag angle down into the ball.
Right there's a
Yeah.
fucking lot of clubs.
Yep, and then it just
Last fucking,
yeah, and then it just releases through it.
Yeah.
As long as I don't try too hard.
Right, the less you try. It's all fucking fun.
It's weird like that, huh?
Yeah.
Good. Hair left.
Yo.
Yep. I feel like someone's grabbing your club right here as the hips start.
Right, because I'm still rushing.
Right.
Yours was hanging up there for a fucking millennium.
Took me a long time to learn how to do that. A lot of video camera looks, I'm telling you. So you go all the way up. Right. So you go all the way to the top. You're just gonna feel like now start your downswing. Like that's happening. Like someone's pulling the club back and you're loading everything. Once you get that position, just fire from there. That was very good. A little open, but top was way better. Boom. Better top of the swing. Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
Top looks so much better. That transition was way cleaner. So, do a few, just like with that stick. All right. So go. The setup's gonna be a little funky. It's fine. Boom, boom. Right. Boom, boom. Work on getting that club really angled in there like that. Yep. Smooth up. Don't have to hit the ball. Just kind of get the feel in that club. Nope. Stop the orange ball when it's pointing through the stick or the Stop the orange stick when it's pointing to the ball. Okay. Slow down. Boom. Yep. More. Feel like it's pointing way more to the right. Really cook it on that downswing. Boom. Boom. Yep. So I go here, all the way up. Boom, 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 and start and stop there. Boom.
Right. And before I
Boom.
was swinging. Okay.
Boom.
Hips.
Right.
Hips. Hips.
Right. Yep. Let everything drag in. Let your hips pull it. There you go. Yeah, you're going the other way. Yes. Smooth. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Yep. That's a little too flat. Feel like that orange stick's pointing the right image. There you go. So take a look. When you do that, you're straight down the line. I want it pointed out that way. Orange stick to the right. That's better. Just pause right. Again, bring some more here, and let it fall down to there. Ready? Same thing. Boom. Yep, there you go. Good. Over here. Yes. Good. I'll take this away from you. Whoop. Yeah, good motion.
Really over exaggerated, but
You got the motion in there.
yeah. You gotta give it a hook that.
You definitely, because you hit it thin, right? So you definitely shallowed out. Boom, boom, boom. Backswing looks better. Way better there. Good. Yep. All the way. All the way. Nailed it. That was it. As horrible as the result was, I mean,
Right, but what a good feeling.
what a good biomechanical function, right? First of all, your takeaway is not drastically inside anymore, right? You got to the top of your swing, everything's more in position and plane. You get way more into the slot behind the ball. Club is way back there. You're just not used to it. You swung out up. I can promise you that's a positive path. We just missed everything, right? That was a great swing. That was fantastic. Try it again. Much better. Good swing. Club face is probably open, but the swing was really good. Swing was very good. I mean, look, takeaway again. That stick drill is something you should be doing daily for like 20 swings.
Okay.
And I promise you, because your takeaway is instantly getting way better. Or it's not nearly as inside. You get to the top. Again, it's pointing out here a little bit. That's fine for now. It should be pointing more over here, but whatever. We won't care about that too much. But in the slot. Yes. Yes. Right now, it's like, okay, just got to get used to that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this is so much better. And it's with the 5-iron.
Right.
Yay. That means it's only, then it's get it used to the woods and the driver, and you're pretty much going to own this thing, and we can move on to better things. Little over. Path was good. Little over at the top. Little rush transition.